Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Caspian and I read a lot. And in this video, I would like your help figuring out what book or series of book that I'm thinking of. Simply because I can't remember what it was titled. And okay, so and I want to remember because I don't think I read the entire series and I really enjoyed it once upon a time. So, here are the facts, and this is what I remember of it, okay? I remember it being a YA book series. It's kind of fantasy. I think it would go under the umbrella of fantasy, maybe. It's, I don't remember when it's from. I just remember I read it a few years back, maybe 4 or 5 years back. No, maybe 3 years back. So maybe somewhere around the start of the, you know what, in the society, you know. uh, so a YA series, somewhat, I think, fantasy, because this is what I remember from it. I remember there being a lot of parts. I read at least 4 or 5 parts, and there might have been up to like 10 or 11. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. If you think of a series that has less parts or books in it, then it might still be that one. But I think I read at least 4 of them. Uh, and I just can't remember. And I can't. The last time I went to the library, because I borrowed them at the library when I read them. And the last time I went there to check them out, they had reorganized those shelves in the YA department. So uh, I couldn't find them, and I didn't know enough about it for someone to be able to help me find it again. And for some reason, I can't look up what I once borrowed at the library. I don't know. They don't keep track of that thing, I think. So, anyway, I remember it being set at a school, and it was set at a school with both girls and boys, or yeah, I think, and they were in their teens, so I think it was like high school, but I read it in Swedish, but it was a translation from English, so I'm looking for the English title, of course. And the magic system was kind of like this. At the school, the pupils were divided into the elements. I'm not sure if the school was a magic school or if just everyone who went there was into magic. I think it was some kind of a magic school. I'm not sure though. But this is just sounding so like all over the place. But I remember them being divided into the elements, and they needed to be one of each of the 4 elements to be able to combine their magical powers to, yeah, to do stuff, to do magic together. So they each had their own affinity, like they had their own connection to an element. So in a group of, I think there was a group of girls, but I know there were boys in the book as well. I think they were at a separate school though. So there was I'm not sure if there were a separate school or just different departments of the school. See, my memory of books is I my memory of books and movies are, did I like them? Did I not like them? What was the general idea of the movie or book? That's kind of, I remember like snippets. And since I am a very visual person, so I visualize inside my head when I read. I remember like scenes. I don't remember how it was written. I remember scenes from it. And uh, I remember mostly their connection to the elements and them being together to to create magic. So I don't remember if there were any creatures involved. I don't want to swear on it, unfortunately. So the things I know are quite a few. YA, fantasy, set at a school. There's no reason for me to describe the school because there was no map, there were no pictures. It's just what I concocted up in my head, so it doesn't help you very much, I think. And then everyone that had magical powers or affinities had an affinity for an element that they were a part of that element, and the element were a part of them, and they could learn how to utilize that. And then I just remember snippets of different stories and like storylines vaguely, not that much. And I read like 4 books. So I don't remember enough to tell you what it was all about. I don't even remember like the main character's name. This doesn't mean I didn't like it or it wasn't good. That's just how my brain works. It doesn't log movies or books, which is kind of partly why I started to do a reading journal and why I started doing I made a video diary of what I read way before I even started this channel. I have deleted those anyway, but just to remind myself, what did I just read? What was it about? What did I like? What didn't I like, etc. And I started this after I read these books, so I really want to get back to them. That's the point. I remember finishing like halfway into the series. I think it was because they didn't have the book in that I wanted to read next, so I borrowed something else, and then I think then maybe the pandemic hit. So, and they closed the library. Yeah, I think that was the case. So this was in like 2020, 2020 or 2019, something like that. So, they were obviously written before that. That's all I gotta say. So it's not new. I remember the covers vaguely, but that doesn't help you. It doesn't help me. I just remember the covers being a bit dark and yeah, that like darker, maybe like black and purple, or yeah, I don't know. No, I'm sorry, no, I don't remember. There is another series of books that I tend to mix this one up with. So I'm trying to be as clear as I can, which is not easy because I don't remember much of this. It's stupid because I remember a lot. It's just that I can't really organize it, which has its reasons that are personal to me, and I won't share them. I'm sorry, but yeah. So just help me with this. What's the book or the series that I'm looking for? Set at a school, the 4 elements, girls and boys may be divided into 2 groups or schools. YA, fantasy. Those are the 5 facts that I remember. Please help me. And it doesn't matter if I get like several responses with like maybe this or maybe it's that. I will look through them, and I promise you I will recognize it when I see it. When I see a response, I would be, yeah, that's the one. And I will tell you. I will get back to this in another video. I will answer the comments if I get any comments. Hopefully I will get comments to help me through this, help me solve this mystery of mine. And I will also get back to it in another video when I have found the series again and talk about that. So thank you, and I really hope you can help. So have a lovely day, walk in beauty, and happy reading. Bye.